Good employees are important in any business. When looking to add staff to your workplace, though knowledge is an asset, it can be taught. Pay closer attention to character, personality, and attitude. Good is good, and an employer should help them in every way to become a great employee. Superior talent is up to 8 times more productive. Building your workforce with great employees is critical to growth and sustainability. Plus, it'll be easier to attract more great employees to your organization. Of course, the question is, does management have great managers so they can retain the great employees? First, study your best employees and managers. Apply the traits observed to your interviewing questionnaire. If you hired well, trust these talented people to do their jobs. Remember, positive feedback motivates people to accomplish even more. Most important, provide your employees with job challenges and satisfaction. Is a great employee born or made? What is essential for an employee to achieve greatness is to have a great sense of personal security, an innate confidence that exudes passion. What are the qualities of a great employee? Number 1, punctual and dependable. 2, articulate and personable. 3, grounded and humble. 4, forthright and honest. 5, energetic and enthusiastic. 6, reliable and responsible. 7, disciplined and professional. 8, respects others and avoids gossip. 9, team player and inspires others. 10, always optimistic and takes initiative. 11, appreciates constructive criticism and constantly improves skills. 12, readily adaptable and varies tasks willingly. 13, welcomes challenges and overcomes obstacles. 14, strong work ethic and detail-oriented. 15, speaks their mind and provides fresh ideas. 16, handles pressure well and motivates others. 17, tech-savvy and follows trends. 18, completes assignments on time and puts in necessary hours. 19, actively supports company goals and participates in company events. 20, driven to success and goes above and beyond. Being a great employee doesn't happen overnight. As with any skill, it takes time to develop and perfect. Begin with knowing yourself and being comfortable with who you are. Incorporate a positive trait of a great employee every day. As time passes, you and everyone else will see a major difference. You are becoming a great employee.
We all know the term intelligence quotient, better known as IQ, but there is also emotional intelligence, which is another kind of smart and affects 58% of your performance, your physical health, your mental health, and your relationships. In fact, people with average IQs outperform those with the highest IQs 70% of the time. Of course, it's your IQ that will get you into college, but someone academically brilliant may also be socially inept. Considering the world is a social place and we are all social beings wanting to connect, emotional intelligence has never been more pertinent or important. It is the art of correctly identifying and managing emotions and tendencies so as to remain calm under pressure and achieve resilience. It is the essence of self-awareness and helps you better manage your relationships. It's much easier to communicate clearly if you know how you feel and how the other person feels. The first step to achieving emotional intelligence is to ask, what kind of relationship do you have with your emotions? Emotions tell us much about ourselves and others. They are to be experienced, but stressful situations could take us out of our comfort zone with emotions flying high. That's why it's imperative to manage our emotions which in turn relieves stress, improves communication, and diffuses conflict. Sounds basic? It is, and takes most of us a long time to learn. We all need to see conflict as natural and inevitable. When we finally realize that disagreements and conflict are not threatening to our well-being, we experience calm and freedom, making communication with others a pleasure. Now, let's learn the 5 components of emotional intelligence. Self-awareness. Know your strengths and weaknesses. Understand your moods and how they affect yourself and others. Self-regulation. Redirect disruptive impulses. Think before acting. Internal motivation. Support your passion. Know your true being is beyond money and status. Empathy. Understand the emotional makeup of yourself and others. Develop compassion for others. Social skills. Feel comfortable and confident emotionally. Find common ground and build rapport. The second step to becoming more emotionally intelligent is by contemplating these questions. As you can see, emotional intelligence is a large part of personal success. In fact, 90% of top performers have high emotional intelligence. If you work on it every day, it will become a habit, one that will likely make you more charismatic and attractive to others. Enjoy personal growth by broadening your scope and embracing lifelong learning.
A team player adheres to the rules and social norms. They demonstrate honesty and common decency. They are conscientious and take steps to improve themselves. They anticipate and come up with effective solutions. They are proactive and stand up for themselves. They ask for what they need, from materials and tools to labor. They manage themselves and share their knowledge. They give positive feedback and praise when appropriate. They are orderly, focused, and pay attention to time. They take deadlines seriously, thus never procrastinate. It takes time and practice. It's just that simple.
For many workers, the measure of success is attaining a position in management. Managerial qualities include a sense of personal security, a sense of self-confidence, and a deep knowledge of the department they seek. Promotion should not be based on length of employment, nor should it be given as a reward or given to unprepared employees. Most important, it should be given to people who truly are qualified for the position. The biggest mistake is promoting the star players. In sports, players don't always make the best managers. In business, the best customer service employees don't always make the best leaders. The most productive employees don't always make the best managers. And in fact, the best workers don't always aspire to management. Promote qualified, dedicated employees who truly aspire to management. Some are rich and powerful. Some are strong in spirit. Some try to stay trendy. Some try to afford trendy. Some know the right people, some attract the wrong people. Some are easy to please, some complain about everything. Some have opinions and share often, some troll those who speak their mind. Some are learned and smart, some think they know everything. All of them laugh and cry and hope and dream. They are unique. They change. They grow. They are your customer. And all share the desire to be respected.
%90 of the population complain about their life, but do they take responsibility for why their life is the way it is? Do you make things happen, or do things just happen to you? It is common to avoid responsibility, avoid problem solving, or avoid looking at ourselves in a truthful way. It is all right not to know all the answers. That's what experience is for. But taking problems head on will make you more liberated and aware. If you're a bully, defensive, controlling, passive-aggressive, easily distracted, grandiose, or make excuses, you're not as self-aware as you might think. If you pretend to know it all and never admit mistakes, you will be stuck in self-interest and delusion. Self-awareness is the ability to recognize one's emotions, preferences, intuition, and resources. It is a rare resource because it takes honest and persistent self-assessment. You have to learn how to look at yourself objectively, but when you do, it is much easier to understand other people and how they perceive you. Considering our behavior every day is 45% habitual, there's a lot of work to do. Keep an open mind. Be curious about others as it stimulates personal growth. Make constructive and meaningful connections. Read often and from all perspectives. Daydream and meditate, focusing on your breathing. Know your strengths and weaknesses. Be grateful for your strengths and accountable for your weaknesses. Know when to depend on your knowledge and when to contact experts. Know that skills and knowledge can be acquired while talents are innate. Spend less time defending your actions. Spend more time listening to what you need to hear. Practice self-evaluation. Question and verify your thoughts and emotions. Question and verify your beliefs and attitudes. Question and verify your behaviors and decisions. Pay attention to your voice, posture, mannerisms, and gestures. Expand your emotional vocabulary. Articulate how you feel, and you'll begin the process of reducing stress. Note in a journal how often you repeat bad habits and have erratic thoughts. Take a personality and psychometric test for proper assessment. Address, process, and rid resentments and regrets from your life. Be focused and not easily distracted. Identify and process emotions as they are happening. Demonstrate emotional control and awareness for visible reactions. Prevent anger or fear from interfering with decision-making. Show patience and do not destroy opportunities by impulse. Practice saying no to yourself. Say no to daily temptations and distractions. Be true to your boundaries to maintain the integrity of your goals. Put off short-term gratification for the long-term gain. Trust your instincts, verify facts, and be willing to take risks. Assess situations objectively and rationally. Be aware of knee-jerk reactions. Monitor negative self-talk to avoid spiraling into stress and depression. Challenge to move beyond your default views. Play devil's advocate to question your biases and assumptions. Ask for constructive feedback. Analyze constructively. Celebrate your wins and forgive your losses. Developing self-awareness connects you to yourself, your family, and the world. The first step towards success is always inward.
Low self-esteem is a self-fulfilling prophecy. so is confidence. Building self-esteem is an internal process. The good news is that you're in control. In every situation, you have the power to see good. With daily use, your positive emotions will broaden and strengthen. Gone are the days where employees are subservient to the whims of the manager. Micromanagement has been proven to be counterproductive and ineffective. Empowerment tells the employees they are able and intelligent and trusted to make the right decisions about tasks, priorities, and deadlines. Greater autonomy improves confidence, morale, and quality, stimulates ideas, and brings more innovation to the workplace. We all want to be heard, but we should also want to understand. It is useful to clarify and verify ideas before communicating them to another. When conversing, be aware of your tone, your content, and your presentation. How you say things is as important as what you say. Don't assume you are right. Consider dialogue to be a learning experience. Expand your vocabulary and facts. Active listening is a wonderful courtesy and shows you are interested in hearing their point of view, even if you disagree with it. Take into consideration their life experiences and customs may be unfamiliar to you. Politely ask for clarification if you're uncertain what they meant. Respecting opposing viewpoints will increase empathy, cooperation, and patience. You are in complete control of presenting yourself succinctly. Be open to new ideas and experiences, and think before you judge. Inefficiencies can cost organizations as much as 20 to 30% of their annual revenue. You can squeeze pennies out of a dollar, but you can't squeeze seconds from a day. Use your time wisely and experience the joy of accomplishment. Self-actualization is the full realization of one's creative, intellectual, or social potential. Human motivation is based on seeking fulfillment through personal growth. Employees want to evolve, be challenged with more responsibilities, and reach their potential. They are wonderful qualities. Be patient in achieving them. Success is not by accident and not always defined with a dollar amount. Seeing your success can be reflected in your daily habits. Incorporate these habits into your daily work routine to make yourself and the company successful.